The prince was executed at sunrise by his own father. But just as the blade began to fall, a voice tore through the courtyard. "Stop! He's innocent." Too late. The blade had already fallen, and in that single moment, the king realized he had just killed the only innocent man in the kingdom. If you love powerful royal stories filled with betrayal, truth, and emotional twists, stay with me until the end, because this one will stay in your mind long after it ends. The kingdom of Valenor feared only one thing: justice. Not war, not enemies, justice. Because their king, Aldric, believed one law above all. No one stood above the crown. Not nobles, not generals, not even his own blood. And that belief would destroy him. The night it began, the royal court was full. Candles burned low. Nobles whispered. And then the chief advisor stepped forward and said words no father should ever hear. "Your Majesty, Prince Kael has betrayed the crown." The room froze. Every noble turned. At the center of the chamber stood Prince Kael, chains around his wrists, but no fear in his face, only silence. And that silence was worse than panic, because innocent men beg. Kael did not. King Aldric sat on the throne like stone. His voice came low. "Repeat what you said." The advisor bowed. "The assassination attempt against your Majesty was ordered by your son." Gasps spread through the hall. 3 nights earlier, a poisoned dagger had been discovered hidden beneath the king's private chamber. Someone had planned for the king to die in his sleep. Servants testified. Documents were found. A witness claimed Kael was seen near the chamber that night. Everything pointed to one name: Prince Kael. Everything. Too perfectly. But Kael did not deny it. He only looked at his father, straight into his eyes, and said, "You are not seeing the truth." That line changed the room. Because in Valenor, truth did not come from feelings. It came from proof. And the proof looked undeniable. The nobles demanded justice. The court demanded punishment. The people demanded certainty. Because if a king protected his guilty son, the kingdom would never trust the throne again. King Aldric stood. Slowly, the weight of the crown sat heavy in his eyes. "You are accused of treason." His voice did not shake. "Do you deny it?" Kael answered with one word: "No." Shock ripped through the hall. Even the advisor looked stunned. But Kael continued, "I did not betray you, but I will not lie to save myself." The king's jaw tightened. "This is not a game." Kael's voice remained calm. It never was. For just 1 second, Aldric doubted. He saw not a traitor, but his son, the boy he once taught to ride, the child who once ran through these halls laughing. But kings cannot rule with doubt, and fathers cannot survive crowns. The doubt vanished. The verdict came before sunrise. Execution. No delay, no appeal, no mercy, because justice had to be seen. The kingdom woke to tragedy. Word spread like fire. The prince would die at dawn. By order of the king, people filled the courtyard before first light. Not cheering, not protesting, just watching. Because history was about to happen. And everyone knew it. Prince Kael was led forward in chains. But he did not resist, did not plead, did not beg. He walked like a man who had already accepted death. The execution platform waited beneath the pale morning sky. The blade gleamed cold in the light. Above, hidden behind the palace balcony shadows, King Aldric watched. Every step, every breath, every second. Kael reached the platform. Then he looked up, not at the crowd, not at the guards, at his father. One final time, their eyes met, and Kael spoke, quietly, but clearly. "You're not too late to see it." The king said nothing, because if he answered, he might break. The executioner lifted the blade. The kingdom stopped breathing. And then, stop! A horse burst into the courtyard. A royal messenger, covered in dust. A scroll clutched in his hand. New evidence. The crowd erupted. Hope, fear, confusion. The executioner froze. All eyes turned to the balcony. King Aldric stepped forward. For the first time that morning, fear touched his face. "Speak." The messenger fell to his knees. "This was found in Lady Saran's chambers." Letters, orders, proof. He struggled for breath. She planned everything. Silence. The name spread like poison. Lady Saran, the king's most trusted advisor. The woman who first accused Kael. The woman everyone believed. No, Aldric whispered, but the messenger kept speaking. She bribed the witness, forged the documents, manipulated the evidence. His voice broke. Your son is innocent. Time stopped. The king turned. Too late. The blade had already fallen. The sound echoed once. Then silence. Heavy. Terrible. Prince Kael lay still. The kingdom did not move. No one knew what to do when justice had just murdered truth. High above the courtyard, King Aldric fell to his knees. The crown remained on his head, but it had never felt heavier. Lady Saran was arrested before sunset. She did not run, did not fight. She smiled, even in chains. You built this kingdom on fear, she told the king, and all I did was use it. But Aldric barely heard her. His eyes were fixed below, on the people. They no longer looked at him with respect. Only doubt, only grief, only the silent question. How could a father do this? Days passed, but silence ruled the palace. The throne was still occupied, but it no longer felt powerful, because the king once feared for his justice was now remembered for only one thing: the day he killed his own son. Some say he never removed the crown again, not because he loved power, but because he believed he deserved the weight. Every hour, every day, every year, a punishment no executioner could give. Because sometimes, the greatest betrayal is not done by enemies, but by the choices we make when we are certain we are right. And sometimes, justice without truth becomes the most dangerous weapon of all. If this story hit you emotionally, please like this video and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and your support truly helps us grow. More powerful royal stories are coming.